Since losing the first test, there have been many calls that West Indies should make wholesale changes to the playing 11 and give every player that are a part of the squad in England a chance to play in the third test match. I understand those calls. I also understand that there are test championship points at stake, and test championship points will determine is a part of the complex formula that the ICC use to determine what share of the revenue surplus each member gets in the next cycle. So it is very important that West Indies play their strongest 11 in this third and final test. Also, the other teams that are looking at this test match, hoping that West Indies will beat England because they want England to lose so that they stand a chance of playing in the World Test Championship final. So, despite West Indies losing the series already, there are high stakes involved in this match, and it is still very, very important to the integrity of the World Test Championship and to the amount of money that West Indies get from the ICC in the next cycle starting 2028. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the show. I'm happy that you are here with me this morning. It's a pleasure being here with you. I've always enjoyed your company. Please slash a like on the video, click on that subscribe button, and give me your opinion. Also, remember to support our hurricane relief effort. I look back at the series thus far, and of the 4 times we have batted, the team have scored 135, 121, and 143. So on three of those 4 occasions, we have not passed 150. I am not here telling you that the bowling is acceptable because we have given up close to 400 runs on 1 occasion. On the other 2 occasions, we have given up more than 400 runs. On 1 occasion, sorry. We have given up 300 and plenty runs, close to 400. And on 2 other occasions, we have given up over 400 runs. So there are concerns about the bowling also. However, the critical issue is with the batting. Over the years, I have pointed out numerous ways in which West Indies can improve their batting. Some persons have laughed at me. Some persons have said that I want the team to return to slavery. And I've seen numerous derogatory comments. However, this morning, before I pick my 11 for the third and final test match, I just want to list 3 points which I think is causing the West Indies batsmen not to perform at a standard that we would like to see. The first point is very simple. They do not love batting. We have heard time and time again, history is littered with great sportsmen. And one of the things that we have heard about these great sportsmen consistently, bar none, is their ability to do the boring things well. In the case of batting, the boring things is batting a lot of socks, batting machines for hours upon hours, getting young men to bowl to you even if you have to give them a stipend for hours upon hours out of the glare of the camera. When we love something, we always want to do it. But these West Indies batsmen, they will bat for 20 minutes or half hour in a net session and then complain of burnout. If these West Indies batsmen love batting, they would have spent many, many more hours practicing their batting. But they do not want to do that because they do not love batting. And they only want to bat when there's a glare of the camera. And if you do not practice for hours upon hours, you'd heard about these great sportsmen, great sportswomen also. They would train, they would start their training hours before the team training and end their hours after the team training because they love what they are doing. West Indies batsmen, it appears to me, don't love to bat. The next issue I think with the West Indies batsmen is a lack of fitness. I think it appears to me that their core is weak. If you look at the West Indies batsmen, by the time they reach 35, 40, if they do able to reach it, all of a sudden the game slow down. Every over, they are changing their tips, their batting gloves. They are asking for drinks after every over. This is an attempt to slow down the game because they are not fit to continue to play at the same intensity. I walk Sunday. I did a road race on Sunday, and at no time during that road race, I felt thirsty. And I am not an elite athlete. I do not suppose to have elite fitness. But I know that if these West Indies batsmen are fit enough, they will be able to make bigger innings, longer innings. I've been told a long, long time ago that a fit body is a fit mind. And some of these dismissals that you have seen where they lost concentration is because they are not fit. So their minds have become fatigued. So, in my opinion, the second reason why West Indies batsmen are struggling is a lack of fitness. The third reason that I believe, in my opinion, why they are struggling, they have no great pride in performances. And I list performances there. I never said themselves. I said performances. Carl Hooper said it. Carl Hooper said that I hardly practice is when there are talks of I going to get dropped that I put in the hard work and I made enough runs to keep me in the team for a few other matches. Those were not his words, but interpreting from what he said, I paraphrased there. But he was the first one to let the public and the world know that West Indies batsmen don't put in the work until they were on the verge of getting dropped. Players who take pride in their performances will not be doing just enough to stay in the team, but they will be striving for great standards, great heights, and want to be the best that they can be so that they will consider to be one of the greats. Over the years, you can list a number of West Indies batsmen and players that have frustrated us by just doing enough to keep themselves in the squad for the next series so that they may collect their paychecks. These, my friends, I believe, in my opinion, are three of the reasons why West Indies batsmen are not performing at a higher level. One, they don't love batting. Two, there's a lack of fitness. And three, they are not taking enough pride in their performances. Now to my playing 11 for the third test match. Brathwaite and Mikel Louis have given us two partnerships of over 50 runs in the second test match. And while Mikel Louis will come under some pressure because of a lack of individual scores, those two partnerships of over 50 runs have bought him some time. And not only will he play in the third test match, he will also open the batting against South Africa. Despite what we are saying about Craig Brathwaite's captaincy, whether you agree with the comments about his captaincy or not, he remains our leading opening batsman. The recently concluded regional 4-day tournament this year, if you look at the numbers, only Mikel Louis scored more runs than him. In Test cricket, over the years, probably over the last 5 or even 10 years, he remains our leading opening batsman. So those two will play in the third and final test. At number 3, I have not yet selected the number 3 position. Why? I have lost confidence in Mackenzie. I have lost confidence in him. And 2, I never had any confidence in Zachary McCaskey from the start. One of these 2 will bat at number 3 in the third and final test match. Whoever it is, whoever the selectors decided to choose to bat at number 3, they will have my full support to perform well. At this moment, I have not selected a number 3. At 4 and 5, there is no doubt that Alec Athanaze and Kavim Aj hold on those spots. At number 6 will be Jason Holder. At the start of the test series, I did not have Jason Holder in my playing 11. I did not even have him in my squad to go to England. But what we have seen from Jason Holder in this series is incremental improvement. Do not get me wrong. Is Jason Holder performing at the standard that I would have loved to see him performing? No. But I've seen enough to give me encouragement. Importantly, in Jason Holder, I have seen a determination in him that I have not seen in the past. I will continue to back Jason Holder at number 6. His score in the series thus far has been a 1-ball ducks, 21, 27, and 37. That's incremental improvement. In his bowling department, he lacks the cutting edge. And of all the 5 bowlers that have been played, he has bowled the least number of overs. Interestingly though, he's one of the 2 bowlers who have been able to group his deliveries. I would have loved to see him attack the off stump a little more instead of keeping that 5th, 6th stump line. But Holder is using his experience. He's aware that he's under tremendous pressure. And so he's trying to be economical as best. And so far, it has been working for him. His maturity, his experience is helping just to keep that run rate down. Again, I must repeat, is he performing at the standard that I would have loved to see him? No. But I have seen enough incremental improvement, and I think he's justified to bat at number 6, especially the squad that we have in England. At number 7, Joshua Da Silva have scored 2 half-centuries for the West Indies in his last 3 test matches, and there is no doubt that he should bat at number 7. At number 8, I am going with Alzarri Joseph, the much-aligned Alzarri Joseph. I am fully aware that probably 50% of you do not agree with my selection to have Alzarri Joseph in this team. But when I look around, I still continues to believe that he is one of our best wicket taker. I understand the complaint about his economy, and there's concern there. And there's a lot of improvement that Alzarri Joseph needs to do. I am bringing back Gudakesh Moti in the side to bat at number 9. I'm leaving out Kevin Sinclair. I think that Kevin Sinclair will not play this series, any more match in this series. Gudakesh Moti will come back at number 9. At number 10 will be either Shamar Joseph or Jaden Seals. I know the Shamar Joseph fans will want to see Shamar Joseph batting at number 10. But whether he bats at number 10 or Jaden Seals bat at number 10, those two make up my final 11. Mark you, again, I have not selected a number 3. Hopefully, at some time before now on Friday, I'll be able to pick a number 3. Now, I must inform you that Jeremiah Louis has been injured and he has been replaced in the squad by Akeem Jordan. I thank you so much for being here. I have decided though that probably what I need to do to select the number 3 is to, on a sheet of paper, I should write down Mackenzie's name. Mackenzie. And on another sheet of paper, I should write down McCaskey's name and decided who should bat at number. So there on that sheet of paper, I hope you're seeing it, is McCaskey's name. And I'm following it up. This is how I'm going to choose from the very start. So these are the 2 sheets of paper that I have here. I am mixing them up. I probably should have a bag. If I had a bag or a box. And I'm going to throw them in the air. And I'm going to catch one. And the one with the name comes out on it. He will be my number 3. Let's see. This is the one that I caught. And let's see who is the number 3. McCaskey. McCaskey come out at number 3. So my playing 11 for the next match will be Mikel Louis, Craig Brathwaite, and McCaskey will bat at number 3. So there you have it. I've selected my number 3 for the match. So this is my playing 11 for the West Indies match. Craig Brathwaite, Mikel Louis, Zachary McCaskey, Alec Atanais, Kavim Hodge, Joshua Da Silva, Jason Older, Alzarri Joseph, Gudakesh Moti, Shamar Joseph, and Jaden Seals. There's my playing 11. Let me hear what are your views. Let me hear your take on the playing 11 and those you would have selected in your squad. Good morning to you, Merrick. It's good to have you here, sir. Top of the morning. Really appreciate it, Mr. Casanova. Urban Thomas, good morning. Thanks. I appreciate it. It has been over 36 years since we won a series in England. Viv Richards was playing at the time we won a series in England, which is crazy. That's a very, very long time, Mr. Casanova, and thanks for that information. Apparently, I did not know that. What I wanted to check on before I come on here, and it slipped me, was when England have ever whitewashed us. I know that we have not won a series in England for a very long time, but somewhere in the back of my mind is that we always manage to win at least one test match. Not winning in England for 36 years is a surprise to me, Mr. Casanova. Thank you for bringing that up with me. Mr. Casanova is saying, I want to know who will play in the South Africa test come August 7th. And we have yet to know who is the new selection head. Yes, so Mike Bascom, the director of cricket, have yet to put forward who is the selectors, the head of selectors. My understanding, and this is yet to be confirmed, is that Mile Bascom may well be chairing that selection panel, and it will make up of the captain and the coach. So really and truly, Bascom will only be there as a facilitator, and the captain will. That will be a 13-man squad. The series is being played in the West Indies. And sometime next week, after the conclusion of this third test match, I'll be picking my squad. Good morning, Caris87. Also, Mr. Casanova is saying that we also might need a brain power training for our players. It seems most of our players are weak-minded and cannot concentrate for a long period of time, said Mr. Casanova. And Mr. Casanova, it goes back to fitness. It goes back to not loving the game. It goes back to not working hard, because you hit the point on the head. We are not showing enough determination. We need a little more determination. We saw it from Kevin Hodge, and we saw what determination can do. Jamor Small, good morning to you. Good morning to you, Juna Davis. Christopher Bristol, my good friend, how are you doing? Good morning. Happy to see you here. They should not even play the third test. Just give it to England and save the embarrassment. Now, Christopher Bristol, you are my very good friend. We talk a lot on WhatsApp. But you know, let me ask you this question, Christopher Bristol. Should Guyana not send any team to the Olympics? During the history of Guyana, I think they won one gold medal. I think it was a bronze medal in boxing. If memory serves me right, the gentleman lost the semifinals, and in those days, the winner of the final, the person that he beats in the semifinal, would have been awarded the bronze medal. And if my memory serves me right, that's the only medal that Guyana have won at the Olympic. If there are Guyanese listening, you may correct me, but that's what my memory is telling me. Therefore, Christopher Bristol, my good friend, does that mean that Guyana should not send any team to the Olympics? You know, so if you are saying that West Indies should come home and don't play the third match, then you should be also saying that Guyana should not send any team to the Olympics. Greetings, Athena. How are you? Good morning. Yes, this is a point that I needed to make also. And you'd have seen, if you read the video description, Juna Davis, you'd have seen that I have it in the video description, where Ollie Pope believes that England can make 600 runs against the West Indies in one day. It is in the video description. A bit arrogant, and that even tells us now it is more important that West Indies take on this England team again and shut up Ollie Pope in the same way that they shut up Og in Australia. So yes, Juna Davis. What's your opinion on hiring overseas coach? Jamor Smalls, that's a very simple question for me to answer. I believe in hiring the very best available coach. Now, let me ask you a question, or let me make a statement. We in Jamaica, we in the Caribbean, we are very happy and proud when we hear that someone from Jamaica or the West Indies is coaching an overseas team. We are absolutely proud. We highlight it. We are very happy when we heard of Jamaican and Caribbean persons in high position all over the world. Jamaican this morning is proud that Kamala Harris' father or grandfather, I think, his father, was born in Jamaica. So I have no issue with hiring the best coach from wherever he may comes from, whether he's black, white, blue, green, pink, it doesn't matter to me. I want the best coach to coach the West Indies team. If you are building your house, or when you were building your house, Jamo Small, I'm sure you didn't think about where the mason come from or what kind of mason, but you employ who, in your opinion, is the best builder. Cornell Owens is saying that Alzarri Joseph is similar to Mervyn Dillon. Okay, it's fair. You're making your own opinion, though. I think there's a big difference between Mervyn Dillon and Alzarri Joseph, and you are entitled to your opinion. And if you see it that way, you may well be right. You may well be right, and I am wrong. However, Alzarri Joseph have taken far more wickets than Mervyn Dillon. Can't drop Alzarri. There's no better replacement, and anyone with more upside, Jeremiah Lewis time will come. Well, Caris, I will not drop Alzarri Joseph, but it's a privilege to play for West Indies, so he can be dropped. It's not a matter that he can't be dropped. I will have him in my playing 11 for this match, but I don't think that he can. You should say that. Toss a paper or coin to pick number 3. Well, that's exactly what I did, Karas. That's exactly what I did, and it came down with McCaskey. They should. Tyrell is saying they should fly in Raymond Reefer to batter. Thank you, Tyrell. I'm sure many persons will see the amusement in that. It's since 1983 we ain't win a series in England. Thank you very much for confirming, Caris. Thank you. Caris, he was just joking. He was just bringing about a laugh. You know, and we appreciate that. Sometimes if we don't laugh at these things, sometimes they will send up our blood pressure, you know. They will send it up. So we have to laugh, man. Not by the hall, to be honest. The series is lost, and be sure this third match will also add it. But as I made the point, Alan Bradman, in my preamble, is that there are other nations. For the integrity of the World Test Championship, West Indies must give their best effort and play their best 11. Also, Alan, World Test Championship points are at stake. And these World Test Championship points is part of a complicated set of formula that the ICC used to determine how much money our members get in the next cycle. Right now, for this cycle, I think it ends 2027. West Indies is getting roughly $30 million a year. If we fall too low down that Test Championship, it is a part of the variables that they put into the formula to determine how much money West Indies get. So there are Test Championship points at place, and so we must try our best to win. I would go with Imlach ahead of both McKenzie and McCaskey. Travis Brathwaite, you may well be right, and Imlach may well be the person to bat at 3, and you may well be right. In my opinion, though, I don't see Imlach playing unless there's something wrong with that Silva. I do not see Imlach batting at number 3. Again, you may well be right, and I thank you for your views. It's just contending opinions, and we may well see that come Friday morning that Imlach is the one batting at number 3. Imlach had a better first class season than both of them. And that is true, that's a fact. But he was not batting at number 3. But you are right, Travis Brathwaite, he did. Athena is okay, so that one is not for me. It doesn't matter where the coach is from, once he can make a difference, that all that matters. I agree with you, Robinson, Koja. That's exactly the point that I'm making. It doesn't matter where the coach is from. It is the best coach that we want. No amount of coaching will help these guys. Now, so Travis Brathwaite, I want to extend that question because I have seen persons saying it. So I want to ask you, if no amount of coaching can help them, does that mean that we don't need a coach? They just need to play more cricket in more conditions. But if the coaches are not there to guide and facilitate and put in place drills and so forth to help them to be better, are they going to be able to do it on themselves? Are you putting this on the captain and the senior players? Because if you put this on the captain, you will then be giving the captain one more responsibility, which you don't really want him to have, because you really want him also to be concentrating on his own game, along with the other dimensions of his captaincy. But these guys need county cricket, but they're not. West Indies is not in control of who plays in the county cricket. KDM Media TV saying, can someone explain to me why do we play on a team? Can someone explain to me why do we play an A team, under 19, under 17? Why do we have to be developing young test players? KDM Media, you may be onto something there, but I'm not quite understanding the question. So I hope that you will be rephrase it. I get the impression that you are asking a very interesting question, but I do not still understand. I don't understand it. So do you mind rephrasing it? Athena is saying a similar win for us in the third test. That's the spirit, Athena. That's the spirit. Please remember to slash a like on the video and click on the subscribe button. And please, I'm asking you, please support our hurricane relief effort. Mr. Casanova is saying, I don't think they will drop Mackenzie. Let him finish this series and look in a different direction if he fails. And Mr. Casanova, you may well be right. On Friday, we may well see Mackenzie playing. And if he plays, I will support him. If McCaskey play, I will support him. As I think Brathwaite said that he think that Imlach is going to play at number 3. If Imlach play, I will support him. Whosoever play in that number 3 position, I will support them. You may well be right, though, Mr. Casanova, that it will be Mackenzie. MJ, I don't understand that, so I won't make a note of it. I do not understand the question. I am sure Imlach actually bat in the top 4 in the last 4-day competition. Savory was 1 wicket keeping for Guyana. Still wouldn't bat him at number 3. Okay, for what it is, thank you for your comment. I also think we need more test matches to develop more. These 2 and 3 test matches not doing us any favor with our development. Mr. Casanova, that is hard, though, you know. It takes a lot of money to put on a test match. Who is going to come out and watch a test match? How many persons are going to come out and watch a test match when the series is not competitive? You know, so that's one of the things. If West Indies becomes more competitive, of course we'll have 5 test matches, just like the Ashes, just like when India play England, just like when India play Australia. We will have more test matches. But how do we become more competitive? As I said, we need batsmen who love the cricket. As I said, we need batsmen who will strive to become very fit. not only batsmen, but bowlers too. And we need players who will take great pride to perform. And so those three things needs to be addressed. Robbins is saying our boys need to play more cricket. Only then will they improve. Again, I want to state the point. Playing more cricket is not only in front of the camera. Playing more cricket is not only in front of spectators, but playing more cricket is batting socks, is batting machine, is getting a youth on the corner to come and bowl some ball to you. Playing more cricket is doing the boring things out of the sight of eyes, out of the sight of media. Playing more cricket is batting in your backyard. That is also part of it. Not only playing regional 4-day cricket, not only playing test matches, not only playing 18 matches, but playing more cricket also involves you taking personal responsibility to put in the long hours. You have to have a bit of quality to play in county cricket as an overseas player. Yes. And Lemmy John is saying, what happened to Chase? I mentioned earlier that probably coming up in South Africa series there, I may have something to say about Ruston Chase. But asking me what happened to Chase, tell me what you think about Lemmy John. Tell me what you think about Chase. To ask me what happened to Chase is on the vague side. So make the point you want to make about Chase, Lemmy John. I think Mackenzie should play. Urban Thomas, so here's another person supporting Mackenzie should play. Let him finish the game, and I think they will win this last test. No issues with that. There's another one. Athena said that Jermaine Blackwood must be kicking himself, and you will be right. So my playing 11 for the next match, based on a toss of a paper, while I will definitely play Mackenzie, Mikel Louis, Alec Atanes, Kavi March, Joshua Da Silva, Jason Older, Alzari Joseph, Budakesh Moti, Shamar Joseph, and Jaden Seals, I will definitely pick those 10. I have said I have lost confidence in Mackenzie, and originally I had no confidence in McCaskey whatsoever. So I flip a sheet of paper and it comes down in favor of McCaskey, and he is my number 3 for the next match. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate your company. Have a wonderful day now. Take care of yourself, take care of your loved ones, and see you tomorrow morning when I'll talk about a row that is going on between Viv Richards, Carl Hooper, and Brian Lara. See you then.